Sports fans, today we're going to be assembling the Harbor Freight 20-ton shop press, item number 60603. And then we'll use it for a job changing wheel bearings on a Ford Explorer and give a quick review of it.
Well, this is Fix Yourself channel. Today we're going to be unboxing and assembling a 20-ton shop press from Harbor Freight. This was about $190 for this. And we're going to see how well it works for us today. Okay, so I have everything unpacked and I'm just about to start to assemble. However, there's one thing I want to say. If you ever bought something that's disassembled like this from, say, it'd be IKEA, or even if you're just playing with a erector set or Legos, the hardest time I usually have is finding the part. I'm just searching everywhere. Now, for this particular job, the parts are big enough that I wouldn't need to do this, but I just want to show you what I usually like to do to make it better. So if you look at your instructions, I like to make a color coat of different things, usually tape. So I use blue masking tape for the original part, so you can see. I put blue masking tape on all these other parts, these tiny parts that I use for first. So that way I'm just not searching forever for the perfect part. And then I know when I'm out of specific parts and I can move on. So that's just one quick section I wanted to bring up. Okay, so now it's time to start to assemble the press. First start out with the base. So now we can begin assembling. Usually you'd want someone to help you out in something like this. Maybe we can get the dog to help me or something. Our special effects budget went up. Now we got the fire. So we're supposed to put this on here like this. There's like a lot of space. I feel like it should have a spacer, right? Or something.
It does seem like it. How about like this? I got washers. Just use my washers to squeeze it. Right. You know, my
Maybe it's not supposed to be, but I don't see it.
No, I like the idea of it. I like it. So, you probably doesn't absolutely need it. You know, you cinch them up and you bend it. But I like the idea of putting 2 washers in there. That's about the thickness of that. Yeah. 2 washers to fit over your bolt. I think that's a good idea. Starting to look like something.
Already, it's only put in 4 bolts. We're still working on connecting these, but there's some space, so we decided to opt for some washers. Make up for some missed space. I don't understand what that's about, but it just came more of like, instead of a shade, it's more of a cock eye. I just thought it was not good. So we decided to make this decision. So this is probably the easiest part of this entire assembly from what I can next step. Alright, so now we're going to put on the top beam. So, I guess I'm going to make this the front now, forever. Put this on the front.
Put some of these that are way too skinny just to hold it while you're already at it. Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how far we should put the knot up, so we're just going to barely put it over now. So we can always put it on This is where the springs that hang hook up to here can be held on to. So that way this can maintain suspended air. Bottle jack on. To get the bottle jack out, it's really easy. You just have to push down on the springs and then just center up the holes. And then for these next two bolts that hold the bottle jack in, there, you need Allen wrenches. After we're done with this, all we gotta do is bleed this bottle jack. And it is ready to go.
Looks like we have a storm blowing in here, and it's a darn good thing. It's almost like someone turning on the air conditioning. It was in the mid-90s here and pretty uncomfortable, but the temperature dropped down to pretty nice level now. All right, now that we had this press all assembled and had a chance to use it, I just thought I'd give you my thoughts on it. Would I get it again? Absolutely. My biggest regret is that I didn't buy one of these years ago. It did everything I wanted it to do beyond my wildest expectations. Just fantastic. I can't say enough good things about it. It made a job that is very, very difficult. It made the job of changing front wheel bearings, which is usually very difficult, quite easy. The price was totally reasonable. I feel it paid for itself just on this first job. The one thing I can say is I couldn't recommend enough that you buy a set of pucks and sleeves for it, because a press is only useful if you can actually press out a bearing. The one thing I can say is I would highly recommend that you buy one of these kits of pucks, because it's just going to make pressing out the bearing so much easier. There's so many different pucks and sleeves in this kit, you're bound to have the right size. And
This is sold by Harbor Freight. It's a Maddox brand. They call it a 21-piece front wheel bearing adapters. That's what they call it. And the item number is MC21-1. And this cost about $115 and easily worth every penny. If you're going to buy a press, I can't recommend buying this or something like this enough, because if you don't have something like this, you're going to spend, every time you use the press practically, you're going to spend a minimum of 15 minutes, maybe up to an hour, looking for something that'll work, and it won't work satisfactorily because your sleeves won't be the exact right size. This has got so many different sleeves and pucks in it, you're bound to have the right size. I just can't recommend getting that enough. I also, when I bought that, I didn't use this time, but I always kind of wanted to have one, and I was on a buying spree. I also bought the 12-piece Pittsburgh bearing separator and puller set. It's item number 62593, and can't really give you a review on that right now, but I'm sure if it's half as good as either the puck set or the press, I'm sure it's going to be a great tool. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you liked, shared, subscribed. You know, do everything it takes to make this #1 channel on YouTube. And until next time, we'll see you here on the Fix Yourself channel. Now I got to clean this mess up.